Hello, friend. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm not here yet, right? I figured I'd start this the way that I started it a year ago. Got my stuff. Got the Weather Channel. Yeah, I'm here, but not here. I love that still worked. Got my TV, my posters in the background. And I had a cool effect last time. But this time, just... bam. Yeah, found me! Nay! Justice for mice! I actually wonder why that didn't work. It should have. Let's see, who all is here? Hello! Twitch version 0, hello Ichi, hello Teatron! Hello Cheshire! Hello Super, and enjoy your lurk! Hello Jaden! Hello Fossabot! TV thing is awesome? Yeah, so... when, the first time I VTube streamed, it was all like this. It was, because I was already doing, like, retro streams. And... get your points down to a clean 5. Go for it! Yeah, I guess none of those are on. I turned off most of the redeems just because it's just like a, I don't know, hang out, chill, kind of night. We'll leave on our cruise tomorrow. Chill streams are great. Yeah, so this is what I had done a long time ago, over a year ago. To try and, oh god, look at that, 103 in Dallas. Jeez! That's insane. And, this is basically how I looked. I didn't have green eyes, and I didn't have the school outfit. But otherwise the same. First time. I had a different outfit, and I was gonna use that avatar, but the, embarrassingly, the colliders on it are ridiculously high, so I can't like wave like this without my chest just being like rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, that's kind of silly. I'll just use this one. I also had yellow eyes at first. I was going through the Among Us gameplay earlier today. I was still cracking up from that. It was so hard to clip at times. Yeah. It was amazing though. My original setup with this was super cool, because I had all these buttons laid out. Hello, welcome, PR Camino. Love the look of old TV broadcasts. Oh yeah. Anybody else remember watching this Weather Channel, like as a kid? Yeah, the old Emmy layout. Hello, Jinxie. I'm surprised you know it at all. It's from like the first 3 episodes? First one? I'm not sure if I did it past the first one. I knew I was lick the static off the TVs back in the day. I didn't lick them, but I definitely like put my hand up to it and moved it around, be like and then you put your hair up to it, and it like goes whoot and like sucks your hair in. It's very cool. Like I did like a battery. That's a terrible idea. Got shocked a lot, yeah. Oh, that's right. I showed it in the retrospective. Duh. But I had, I put all these stickers on here. I had it where you could change channels by pushing a button. And... I also had, like, it all mapped out to different scenes. So if you pushed, if it was like on a number pad, so if you pushed 1, it would go to the lower left corner of the screen. It would like zoom in, so I could like show off different stuff. This is pretty cool, by the way. This is not old footage. This is real time. See how it says Thursday, August 4th and the time? Something called like WS4000, like some program that they wrote. So here you can see the actual forecast for Philadelphia. Yeah, real-time data. The radar doesn't work, but whatever. Look at all that storms. That's amazing. I love storms. Perhaps it's the most amazing looking layout for a stream. Do you think maybe I should use it from time to time? Just like for retro stuff? Somehow this reminded me of when neighbor tried to jump into the TV to join the Power Rangers. I'm not gonna lie. I did that. It wasn't for the Power Rangers. What was it? There was some other show where they would like jump into the TV, and I would stand in front of the TV and I'm like, okay, this time it's gonna work. I would like picture my hands going like shh and like phasing into the screen, and then like I would jump in all the way, and I would be in like, it was like Sonic the Hedgehog world or something. I don't remember. There were tornadoes to your northwest? Ugh! I feel like there was probably tornadoes, like, near here? But they might have been, like, to the south. No, I never watched Captain N. I'm not sure what it was. It might have been... Might not have been a cartoon. Remember one time I thought turning out the TV would pause the show I was watching? Oh, if only. Dude, I remembered when like fucking TiVo came out and it was like, get this, you could pause the television. You know, because you could record on VHS or whatever and pause, but fine with the rain on, but if I see lightning with thunder, I'm scared as fuck. Oh no! Lightning with thunder is like my favorite thing. It is like one of my favorite things in the world. My new tornado was happening because I took one look outside this morning at 5 a.m. and my mother heard me say, well, we got another round today. She giggled so I knew what I meant. Wait, don't you live in Canada? They get tornadoes in Canada? That's crazy. I wouldn't have assumed that. Because aren't a lot of the tornadoes we get in the U.S. are like mostly south? Like mid-south? Hello, crazy dude! Welcome, welcome! Had several tornadoes down south? Yeah. I mean, have you seen the weather? Holy shit. Chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Yeah, I bet. Having like 10 minutes from house was not a fun time. I've never actually been like witness to a tornado, although that was, and might still be one of my like, I don't want to say life dreams, but one of the things that I wanted to do before I die. One thing was see a tornado in person. You know, hopefully from really far away, but still in person. And then the other one was see lightning strike something. Like, not like nearby, but actually see like it hitting like a pole or a tree, like blam. Pretty scary? Oh, yeah. I've heard it's like a freight train and it will change your life seeing one. Seen 12 and still waiting for our 13th for 9 years now. Wow, 12? I can't imagine seeing that many. People struck by you've been struck by lightning? Do you work out in the woods at all? I've heard that's like way more likely. Who would love lightning and thunder, bro? That's so scary as hell. I have maintained that that's how I'm gonna die. It's not gonna be like a gentle, natural death, like at at like 90 years old. It's gonna be like, well, they went outside into the thunderstorm again. Yep. Yeah, they're struck by lightning. Well, we all knew it was gonna happen. Was struck while storm chasing. Oh, that makes sense. Yep. See, I don't go like into the outside, like into the rain, but I stand like outside, like on a porch or something. I'm pretty sure you could still be struck by lightning there. What I don't do is hide under a tree, because I know you can get by ground effect lightning. Like, I don't want to get struck by lightning. I just feel like that's what's gonna happen. Like it's inevitable. Father got thrown off his bike. Oh, thank you, Rev. I'm sorry there's no alerts set up for this stream. Subscribe for 6 months. I can't believe it's been 6 months.
And they went in a glory of rain and thunder, into the eye of the storm.
Yeah. Actually, there are alerts. I just need to move them to the top. There we go. Now the next one that shows up will show up. Yeah, when the glory of rain and thunder. See, I have experienced a hurricane. There was a hurricane, I don't know how many years ago now. Maybe like 10 years ago. That sucked. Like, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it's cool, there's lots of rain and wind, fun. Nope, not fun. Fucking basement flooded and ruined a whole bunch of stuff. And then that like horrible mold and like everything was gross, and we had to spend like 3 days throwing stuff away and cleaning. Next trip for Emmy and Nix is Florida. Really? Wait, there's one in Florida. One in Florida. Oh, a city we can go and see lightning strike the water. I wonder if that would count in my head. I feel like that wouldn't count, because you can't really tell like how far out your view is. Yay! If you look at the ocean, you're like, oh, it looks like you can see forever, but I don't know. And the answer, the real thing is no, you can't. You can't really see that far at all. Hurricanes are a different breed. Yep, they're really, really bad. Like, really destructive to many, many, many people. Like, tornadoes suck. Tornadoes are very strong, but, you know, they affect, like, a very narrow area. Experienced multiple hurricanes. How'd you fare with Ida? Ida. Was Ida recent? Oh, you're asking Jinxie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I remember that one. I mean, I'm on the East Coast and not Florida, so we don't get many. We don't get many where I live. Oh, Ida was last year. No, I don't. Maybe I got some rain from it. Tornado siren goes off when I'm sleeping during a storm. Oh, man. We don't even have tornado sirens here. Your neighbor's tree in your yard. I've never had that. I'm gonna hydrate. Yeah, we leave tomorrow. Pretty early, probably, like... I see we want to get on the road no later than noon? Probably earlier. Lifted her house off the ground and tossed it. Jesus. Were you the one I was talking to about that? How had, like, a tornado had ruined, like, everything that you owned? And you had just recently got a new computer? Was that you? Or was that someone else? $280? That feels... Is that possible? $280? I mean, I guess that's possible. Oh, it was you! That seemed like so long ago. Like, I felt like I didn't know you at all, but I probably didn't. Tornado goes up to 350. Wow. Of course, hurricanes can spawn tornadoes, so it does make sense that they could have, like, that high. that high of tornadoes. Or, yeah, that high of winds, I should say. What do you guys think of my old hair? I move this. It's blocking my mouth. Lost everything I ever owned in my life in that house. That's insane. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I mean, I don't own much from what I owned previously, but I can't imagine just like having all that and then losing it all at once. Couldn't imagine what insurance would be like in that, right? And you'd have to have like, I don't know, some record of owning a whole bunch of stuff. I thankfully take pictures now, like just in case. Speaking of pictures, I will actually be able to post a picture soon. It's not quite ready yet. I changed my streaming area, my streaming setup. So it's a bit more better laid out. I can get up a lot easier. I can move around a lot easier. Things are easier to see. I now have a table right here in front of me where I can easily pick stuff up and put it down. I don't have to be like, get over here, table with my one drink on it. Hopefully you don't get spilled. Do that all the time, yet if you lose it, what good is it? Wait. Do what? The pictures? They have cutoffs where people can apply for home insurance so people can't drop it and only buy during hurricane seasons. Yeah, that makes sense. Ours is like that. Ours, I think, is you basically... Well, mine is renter's insurance, so I'm not sure, but you have to have that all the time. Oh, take pictures. Oh, see, mine are, they get uploaded automatically. So, even if my phone got destroyed, I would still have them. Did you get a burb sitter? No. The cool thing about burbs, we have, our brother is watching the cat. Cool thing about birds is they will take care of themselves. I have 2 of them, so they won't get too lonely. And basically, you just set up a little cache of food and water for every day that you're going to be gone. So if you're going to be gone for 10 days, like we are, then you just find little spots around the room. You're like, okay, here's a food and a water, here's a food and a water, here's a food and a water. Just like that. I mean, you'll come back to like a messy cage, but it's not that big a deal. They will get lonely a little bit, and I have in previous years set up a little camera so I can see what they're doing. And the camera will have like you can push to talk. You know, I mean, it's supposed to be for like intruders, so you can be like, hey, motherfucker, I see you in my living room. I've called the cops. But I will whistle to the birds. That won't really work on the cruise because we won't have signal most of the time. We might have some signal on the islands, so I might be able to like post some pictures on Twitter or Discord or whatever. Mine will pitch a fit if she doesn't get what she wants. Aw. What kind of bird is it? Like sitting in our hair? That's the only place our birds are not allowed. Other than, you know, on the floor chewing things. But they will land on my shoulders most of the time. If they land on my hair, I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't belong. I don't want a bird crap in my hair. No, thank you. Oh, they're cockatiel. That's awesome. I think I might have, maybe I saw them. Have you ever posted them in like the Discord? I don't have like a pet specific one. You want to see something really nerdy? I'll have to like undo this in a second, but so you know how I said you can like zoom in on like parts of the screen? But you can make it zoom in wherever you want. So what I used to do is I had a thing that it would zoom in on. I think like at the end of the stream or something like that. Yeah, I know this is gonna look weird for a second. I'm just doing this so I can show you. I used to zoom in on this sticker. Can you guys read it? The one there in the middle. It says, "I love you very much." Go back. Oh, there we go. That's so adorable. Oh, thank you. I just wanted my chat to know. Even when there was only like 2 of them. Alright. I think I'm gonna put on, we're gonna play Super Mario Brothers. That's what I had intended on. Yeah, we got Toe Jam. Got Samus, I got Battletoads, I got Mario, Mega Man, Tails, Toad, Bub. I think the one all the way in that corner is the... I don't know if she has a name. She's from, Golden Axe. And then we got Princess Toadstool, Sonic, another Mario, Link, the little enemy from... the little propeller guy from Bubble Bobble. Ristar, I think is his name, and the star one. Echo the Dolphin. Another... what are they called? Koopa? And Knuckles. I actually had this set up to where... this was like the generic one. I had one for each system. And it would depend on the era, right? So I would have an NES one with only NES games. And then other cartoons and such of that era. So it had like... had like Care Bears, had like Strawberry Shortcake, other 80s stuff. And then like the one for, say like GameCube or whatever. Or N64 had like only N64 characters. And then like Dexter's Laboratory and other different cartoons from the 90s. Because that's what I worked on, you know, when I didn't have Avatar stuff to work on, I still poured a whole lot of time and energy into everything I did. So that's what I would do. Oh, my friend has 2 birds just like yours. Aw. I love cockatiels. They're so nice. They're not quite as, like, cuddly as conures can be. Like, conures I know will, like, snuggle up to you. They're like, like, rub your face with their face. Oh yeah, I forgot I put that thing at the bottom that says, "Thank you all so much for an amazing first year. I love you all." The little ad crawl at the bottom. All your friends' birds do that a lot? Really? The cockatiels? What's up with mine then? It looks like in a reflection, but I'm not there. I'm not in that reflection. So I think I'm gonna just play Super Mario Brothers 3. That's a pretty good game to just like have on, chill out to. Especially since, you know, it's gonna be mostly just chatting, so I want to be able to pay attention to chat. Super Mario Bros. 3 is a game I played a ton. Yeah, I love it. It was my favorite game, like, when it came out as a kid. I think until Mario World came out, which obviously wasn't long. Oh, can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? Interesting. Let's see. Huh. Can you? I assume you guys can't hear it either. No. It was working earlier. Just gonna try. It doesn't really always like connecting. No, that's working. Does the TV... Maybe the TV has to be on now. I hooked it up a little bit differently. I might have to go back. Might have to change it back. No? Yeah, why... The TV wouldn't need to be on. That wouldn't make any sense. 3 is the easiest of the original trilogy. Really? I found Super Mario Brothers, like the first one, to be the easiest. But that's why I played it the most. So that kind of makes sense. Huh. What is happening with the sound? I can't actually think of what this would be. Like, why wouldn't it work? I know where all 3 flutes are. I remember where the first 2 are. I actually don't remember where the third one is. Okay, that's working. Have you beaten the lost levels? No, I have not. I've never played more than like a few minutes of them, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna turn this music back up for a minute. Let's see. No, that's on. Lost Levels? Yeah, it's basically Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan. The actual Super Mario 2. Because the one we got is actually, what's the name of it? Doki Doki Panic? I think? Reskinned as a Mario game. Alright, let's just try random stuff. That didn't do anything. Doki Doki what? Panic, I think. Alright, I'm gonna get up and see what's going on. I'll be right back. I'll still be here. Hello, Ozza! Wait, what? Thought I fixed it, but it's still not working? What the heck? Weird. Because it came unplugged? But I plugged it back in and it's still not working? Huh. The technical issues like me from last night. Oh yeah, have fun, enjoy Monster Hunter with Fairy. Thank you for the...
Many dead leaves around the tree.
Now we can hear it, but
why
not
would
see
that
it.
be?
Have you seen a tree before? I have not. Gonna go out on a limb here and say maybe you're not too bright. My audio is routed. Oh shit. Oh yeah, maybe it does have to be on. Hold on. It is routed through my TV, I just realized. No? What the heck? Is what who you think it is? In the video? That's me. It says optical. This is so confusing. Is that unplugged? It was working earlier. Nixie IT tech? No. No, she's upstairs. This is so weird. Like, it should be working. Huh. Okay, shit. Well, give me another minute, I guess. I'll be right back. Okay. I think that did it, right? You guys can hear it? I'm gonna say yeah to Emmy's audio. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Because my audio is routed through, I have a little mixer. And it can take a traditional stereo type connection, just like a little headphone jack, basically. And it can also take an optical from HDMI. Which is, you know, the way I'd prefer to have it connected. Oh god, wires. Wires everywhere. So many wires. Yeah, get away. Get out of here. Yeah, so that's how I'd prefer to have it hooked up, but for some reason, the old school systems don't seem to work that way. I don't get it. I don't really understand. Kaizo Mario? Wait, Monster Hunter has a corrupted file and I'm patching and hoping save file isn't dead. Oh, thank you, Ozza, for gifting the sub to Kilpzy. Nay. Sorry I don't have any of my normal stuff up there, but at least you got the alert. No, thank you. Did you end up fixing your Monster Hunter thing? Also, was did make it US and Super Mario All-Stars for Super NES. Yeah, I never owned that one. Because I already owned Mario 1, 2, and 3. And then I also owned Mario World. So I was like, well, nah. I also didn't like how they remade the first two. Like, they made it like... They updated them. Oh, it's downloading the file. Old school systems aren't like new systems, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. Because the way that it should be routed is I have a switch for all the old systems. And so that takes in component and the audio. And then it spits out the regular audio and the component signal, which go to a... The heck is it called? RetroTink? And then the RetroTink is supposed to take that and put the audio and video into HDMI. And then that sends it to the capture card, which is how you're able to see it. But it should also be sending audio. So basically what I actually have is the audio comes in via HDMI, but it's a little... I know you're all here to hear technical stuff about how Mario is, how my systems are hooked up. But I might as well go ahead. It's interesting to me. So what I actually have is, instead of taking the audio from the HDMI capture card, which I can do, I have there's a source in here called Elgato, and that would just be the HDMI audio. But if I do that, I can't change the audio level on my mixer. I can only change it via the OBS mixer, which I don't like, because I have to use my other hand, and I have to scroll to the, you know, the source, and then like lower to raise it. So I just like to reach over here and everything else, and it has like an auto mute button, etc. So I just rather do it that way. But in order to do that, I have to, so the HDMI comes in to the Elgato, goes back out to the TV, and then I have from the TV an optical out, and then that optical out goes to the mixer, and is just set as like HD console, which, you know, it doesn't know the difference. I mean, basically it is an HD signal. And I've never had a problem with it not working. So I don't know if there's some like handshake issue. It might be that the TV... Oh, I blocked my mouth. Hello, Pepe! Welcome! How are you doing? Just realized I'm gonna have to move something here. How are you doing? Holy shit, that's so fucking cursed! What does that say? It looks like it says Ashnukas Adaksazkan. I think that's like Oz's cousin. Ozza, what does it say? I bet Ozza can read it. Wrong button, my bad. Oh, that's okay. We don't judge. So yeah, that is quite a loop, and I should probably not do that. I don't know. I'll thank you for the follow, Pepe. Pepe plays trumpeto. Is Pepe okay to call you that way? Oh. Wait, you come into my lair, other sider. Nice. It is Oz's cousin. We're gonna be chatting. I guess I might as well be in the game. Man, I remember that being like a huge innovation. Being able to pick up the shells. I was like, oh my god, you could do what now? And I hope everyone realizes I'm not like a speedrunner or anything. I play this purely for fun. And I'm not super great. I'm okay at it. Star! Zaj awakens once more. Welcome then, we have... the cutest? I think your setup is okay. I think it could use... Oh, Zalgo. Zalgo? I think it needs some work. I at least have everything well laid out now. Although, as I said, I just realized that if I have my, like, ideally my mic should be here, but if I do that, it blocks my mouth from my capture, from my iPad, so probably gonna have to change something there, because I don't like speaking off mic. There's some things you can't win. Oh, crap. So I get for reading chat. It's true. Everything can't be perfect. He said... Ajndokazka Azkan. I hope I'm not, like, cursing somebody out in, like... in some ancient evil tongue. Woohoo! Yeah, double star! Knew the guy from work. Great interior design. Yeah? Is he the one responsible for the bleeding walls? Fucking cool, man. I need that guy's number. Like, where does he get the blood? What? It just keeps pouring out. Like, you can see behind the wall. There's not like a pump system. It just kind of like seems to appear. A talented man. 867-4309. It's Benny, right? Hey, Benny, I got your number. Why don't you come over and help me with my, need some little work done. What, Jenny? No. You're thinking of somebody else. I'm sorry. You got the wrong number. Oh, yeah. No. yeah, you mixed up the 4 and the 5 there. Hey, what? The men's room? Shit, what? And you're calling? I mean, so yourself, but, you know, I wouldn't trust that very, you know, they could be trying to rob you. Wronger numbers are always fun to mess with. They are. What? What, he just jumped out of my hand? It didn't hurt him? Or didn't hurt me? I'm already showing you his ass. So I think primarily this stream is gonna be to, you know, just to say goodbye to everybody for... I'm gonna be gone for like 10 days. But also I wanted to talk about at least a little bit. You know, I know not everybody is here. So it's gonna take an announcement or two on Twitter, Discord, etc. Enemies always count as foreground objects. Oh. So if you're in the background, they can't hit you. Weird. Because it just like dropped out of my hand. To say that, much like, I watched Gantz's, 1 year thing, or not his 1 year, his newest... Oh, I don't need that. Like, year 2 plans, right? And this is one of the reasons I really like Gantz, is because, it's corny to say, I know, I'm a corny person. He is, honestly, a constant inspiration. Like, he seems to care as much as I do about what we're doing, and like his dedication to it, and his planning, I want to say, is like better than mine. So I will, I mean, it's not cheating, but I will very often, like, I will look at stuff that he's doing when it comes to that, and I'm like, okay, I need to do me some of that. I need to figure out, you know, what is he doing that sounds good, and do me some of that. Yes. Never hurts to get a bit of inspiration from others. It is that. I mean, he still does a lot of things that I don't do, and I think that's merely just like a matter of what we choose to focus on, because obviously I do a lot of like model stuff, and he will do, like, he's way better about Twitter, he's way better about, you know, doing his notifications, doing, like, he does, like, thumbnails for videos. He has, like, a whole bunch of custom overlays he'll do for different series. You know, he puts a lot more effort into his redeems. You know, I mean, geez, he redid, like, all of the... the emotes for Klonoa? Like, that's crazy. You know, crazy how, like, how dedicated that is. So, anyway. He did that, you know, 1 year... or beginning of year 2 thing, right? Season 2. And... so that inspired me to do the same thing. Yes, his work ethic is very, very high. Yeah, and I feel like, out of everybody I know, he has, if not the greatest chance of success, certainly the greatest drive for it. His enthusiasm is extremely contagious. Yes, exactly that, too.
Oh, it's terrible. The game's been transformed. But you know, I'm okay with it. He was kind of a dick. Yeah, I know he's standing right there, but he's a fucking dog now. What's he gonna do? Yeah, what are you gonna do, King? Huh? I'm jumping on your little pedestal.
So anyway, season 2. Go nostalgia attack! Yeah, welcome, Pineapple! How you doing? We're just chilling out with some Mario while I talk about stuff. So I was thinking about what I want to do, right? Because I'm gonna be completely honest, the anniversary kind of fucking ruled. Like, that was way more successful than I thought it was gonna be. Maybe not monetarily. I had maybe unrealistic expectations for that. But as far as, like, having an audience and how many people showed up and supported me, the new follows, how long... What? I didn't get hit. What the hell? Cheap bastard. Never, don't let it fall on the ground. Catch it. Huzzah! Just got done eating dinner at 10 p.m. local time. Yeah, it's 11 here. Getting a chat with Gantz and helping brainstorms in some of my most enlightening evenings. You're both so amazing and pretty much my goal for Ozza Season 2. You can fucking do it, let's go! Everybody has an amazing Season 2 coming up. Ori is doing so much work as well. I feel honored that I have seen some of it. Enjoy your Monster Hunter! It says you are now playing it.
Greetings! If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I've enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool.
Yeah, Princess Toadstool, right? Not Peach. Ain't no Peach. You guys are definitely some inspiring folks. Thank you. I like to think that we are. She ain't Peachy. I guess her name is actually Momo. Like, that was her name in Japan. So that is canon, her name. So, with that in mind, that was very successful, in my opinion, for at least how I felt. Like, how I felt, when it came to the engagement at the very least. And I would like to continue that. Continue that level of growth is what what I was trying to get at is that I feel like I grew a lot in a very short period of time. Now, I don't know. I was talking to Nix about this, right? I gained a lot of followers in a very short period of time for that. Now, I don't know if that was for what I had been playing, like maybe people showed up for a particular thing, or maybe they saw that it was like, oh, it's anniversary stream, you know, I'm gonna show up for that. I don't know. But part of me thinks maybe it had to do with the time that I was streaming, because I usually stream very late at night. And I have been doing that for a long time, and I've been used to it, and it's hard to break that habit, you know? It's not necessarily a healthy time to stream. So, certainly from that standpoint, I could stand to not do that. Ah, messed it up. Didn't get the star. But I also feel like maybe if I'm streaming during more prime time hours, maybe more people would show up. I mean, like, maybe more new people. And I have also noticed, and this is a long time trend, like, this is not new at all. Pretty much, I want to say like a good 80-some% of even my most dedicated regular viewers leave at 3. Like, 3 is, like, generally the latest people will be on. You know, and even then I know they're like passing out, like, they're leaving because they need to go to friggin' bed, you know? They're not leaving because they're like, alright, well, I've watched enough, so I'm gonna go do something else. It's like, no, they're very dedicated, and they stuck around until they basically couldn't anymore. So, even with that in mind, like, it would probably be better just for those people, you know, for me to make that change for them as well. What are we gonna get? Yeah, I got the star, whatever. Define healthy. Well, it means if I get up that late, I can't go and exercise. I can't go jog. Welcome back, Super. And I'm sure that there's some of my regular viewers that, you know, that is the time that they can show up. You know, that is why they're here. It's because either they're in a different, you know, different area of the world, or that's when they're, you know, free, that's when they do certain things that they can chill out on Twitch. You know, and that would be an unfortunate circumstance. And I've tried to change my schedule a lot before, but it never stuck. But not due to lack of effort. It was always due to, like, a feeling of guilt, I guess. Because I'm very much... Welcome, Greg! I do know I have a few streamers that I recently switched their time slots and I just never catch them anymore. What did they change them to? Like, would you not be able to catch me if I was streaming, like, 4 hours earlier? Badoo, badoo. I know I can just run through here. This is more harrowing. More drama. From DGen overnight to around 10 a.m.? Wow. 10 a.m.? Who could stream at 10 a.m.? I guess maybe if you were like, not 10 a.m. Local time, but like 10 a.m. someone else's time? Ran through without stopping many times? Oh yeah, I mean that's typically what I would do. It's more exciting that way, just be like, yeah, look at me go. But yeah, same, that's why I'm playing it. It's very much a childhood game. This is, back in the age of you couldn't take a video with your cell phone because cell phones didn't exist. There was a video, home video of me. It was like around Christmas time, and they were asking everybody what they wanted for Christmas, and I was like, Super Mario Brothers 3! Like, all crazy excited. I wanted this like more than anything. Like, I remember from, God, I must have been, when did this game even come out? 89? So I was probably like 6 years old, tops? And I remember, even then, even now, like, the feeling from then, where I was like, Mario 3, I want it! I said it was fucking dope, thank you! Welcome, Al. They moved to time slot where there's another streamer I watch, so it becomes more difficult. I was trying to remain cognizant of that. Because, you know, when I get online, you know, I don't mean streaming, when I get on to watch Twitch, is generally around, somewhere between 8 and 9. And there is a lot of competition in that time slot. You know, Gantz, if he's on October 23rd, 1988. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I was probably 6 years old. Maybe even less. Possibly. I don't think I would have been 5. I kind of remember myself from the video. I was probably 6. I know I have the 88 version. Is it different somehow? I have it up on my shelf. Right over there. Go with some old children! Well... yeah, I guess. I don't feel old, so... doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter the age, then. I'm not trying to do any little kid things. Placing of bros is different. Oh, on the cover. Oh, that's right. I remember that. It's like a slightly different place that the word bros. I hate being significantly younger than all y'all. No, don't hate it. I mean, unless you're under 21, honestly, there's no reason to want to be older. Unless you're like, I don't know, I guess people do get like wiser when they get older. I guess maybe you could see it that way. If you're like, I want to be 60 and have all the wizened knowledge of my elders. I guess that's a reason, but other than that, it's like, well, why would you want to be older? As long as you're of legal age to do like fun shit. I screwed it up. So this game stored I wanted for my Game Boy. Wait, this? They have this for Game Boy? Or do you mean a game? Not really this one. Yeah, sorry, son. I'm just gonna fly the whole way. Ah! Ow! No. Dust Devils suck. Yeah, I almost got killed. No, my generation's just freaking stupid. I think everybody thinks that about every generation. Like, literally. Like, I think older generations are stupid. I think younger generations are stupid. And then I see stuff that my generation does. I'm like, man, we all dumb. I got friends my age that have rocks for brains. Yep. There's not intelligent people everywhere. Not being 21 sucks ass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, once you hit 21... I mean, 18 is a big one. At least it was for me. Hashtag, we all suck. Cheshire knows. Yeah, I almost got killed there. Not that it matters. Ah! Sir? I'm going to need you to calm down. I will call the authorities. This is assault. I have feared for my life. Ah! I didn't know he could get me. Holy shit. He had more reach on the bottom there. Maybe I'll go this way. Until hit 30 and life's gonna be like, okay, you made it this far, here's the premium subscription of life. Yeah, right. I feel like it's the opposite of that. Like, every year, and I mean, this started happening when I was like 25, probably. But pretty much every year, there's something new where you're like, oh, what the fuck? Why is my ankle cracking? So, like, you don't even have to be old for that. But the more years you tag on, the more things are like, wait, what? And now this is normal? Like, I get this, like, weird clicky thing in my jaw where I have to, like snap it. And that's now, it used to be a weird, like, concerning thing, but now I'm like, whatever, just fucking, yeah, it happens. Not gonna worry about it. Bam. So I think I covered kind of that I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do as far as schedule is concerned, but I do know that I think I do know that I think I want it to change. Not entirely, and not right away. So it would be something like, I discussed it with Nyx a little bit, and it'd probably be, you know, 3 times a week. Tricky bitch. 3 times a week that I would be early and 3 times a week late. You know, just so I'm still hitting, you know, some of my longtime viewers who only show up late will still have stuff to watch. You know, they'll still get to catch me. But then also maybe I'll... Dang it. Maybe I'll get some new people from earlier times. And I am going to be trying to be cognizant of when other people are streaming, because Gantz is doing every other day. So maybe I'll adopt something like that and just be the opposite days. Because I don't really want to be streaming all the time when Gantz is. I like watching him, and I also feel like we have a lot of crossover. So I don't want to be competition either. I don't really consider him competition. We're very much like compadres. Right? That's how I see us. I mean, I guess technically we're competition. But only as much as I am with literally any other VTuber. Oh, I need this guy, right? But I am. Oh no, I didn't need him. I have a tail.
Gosh, this level!
Antonio! Oh, I'm missing stuff. My right ankle and elbow crack a lot. Yeah, there's, I mean, I've had stuff, like, forever, like, which one is it? Not sure if we can hear that. My hands can crack like that, just by, like, tightening up, like, into a fist. But that's been, like, forever. But now, like, even though my legs are strong and I don't have bad joints, like, my knees will be like... if I, like, do, like, a squat, and I'm like, my god, what the fuck? Like, I'm fine. They're not in pain or anything. Oh, stand up too fast and my back hurts. Oh, wow. I wonder if that's, like, a thing maybe you should get checked out? I don't know. Like, I only really get pain like that if I'm sitting in the same place for, like, a long time. Without, like, moving. Oh god, I just went all the way back. My hands can crack almost indefinitely. Yep. And I know it's not like the same thing as cracking a joint. It's like a... I think it's like a mechanical, like, bone thing. Oh, here we go. Like, almost definitely a thing that I should not be doing. I don't care about this place.
Oh, enjoy your lurk, Super!
You ever pop your inner thigh? Oh, hello, C-Tree! I'm sorry I missed you. Welcome. It's the weirdest thing that happens to me all the time. Inner thigh. I can't even imagine what that would be. Like, how would one pop their inner thigh? I'm getting very distracted. This doesn't really matter. I'm not setting anything in stone right now, anyway. Amigo, and do funny things. Adios. Have a good night.
Thank you for coming by.
I assume you're gonna stream. Have fun.
Hello, Iliath.
Thank you for the resub. 6 months. Hell yeah.
6 months? Wah?
Wah?
Buh? Yeah, 6 months. Let's go. Yeah, look at that first tag. 6 months is as long as anyone could have been subscribed, honestly. I think like Megibun and Gantz are pretty much like the only people above you. Something like that, maybe Ori.
Oh, hello, Josh. I missed you as well.
So yeah, the idea is to, I wouldn't say be more serious, but take the, I don't know, the business side of it more seriously. Like, very recently I started posting stuff on TikTok. I mean, I get it. I know it's a meme, it's cringy. I don't understand it, and it's not my thing.
Oh, thank you, Greg.
But, if it helps people find me and they become fans, you know, why wouldn't I do it? It's not that hard. It really doesn't take much time to, like, cobble a little video together. You know, just basically take a Twitch clip and just stick it on the overlay, and there you go. Export, and you're all good. Wait, so the hair's pink because of the pink Sauce? Wait, what? What are we talking? I missed something. Yeah, and to that end, I'm probably going to also do more clipping. I don't make many clips, but I should. The reason I don't now is because, like, I should be... I should have, like, that little button where you're like, Twitch clip! You know, push the button and... Ah! And set the little... Like, here's the time, go get the clip. But I'm always scared that if I do that, if I'm, like, waiting to see when I say something funny or interesting or whatever to hit the button, that'll influence whether or not I make a joke? I don't think that's true, but... So I have to get better about that, too. I try to make clips when I help out when I can. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Do you collab with others often? It's a great way to merge communities. I don't. And... the reason for that is because I'm a very, anxious person. I really, except for a very small group of people, and I mean 1 to 2, maybe 3 people that I feel comfortable collabing with. I mean, other than my best friend, and he's not a streamer. You know, my best friend, who you've probably seen a couple times, William. I could do collabs with him whenever, whatever, you know. That'd be kind of like doing a collab with Nyx, you know. There's not really a thing there at all. No discomfort. But yeah, I'm a very anxious person, and I can't be the same person on stream as on collab, especially when I'm dealing with anxiety, which I would be. So it would be like, it's draining for one, and I don't think it would be as entertaining, so it's just something I don't do a lot of. And then if you're not doing it with someone new, I feel like it actually can be harmful to your growth. Because you are kind of splitting your audience a little bit, and I don't know. Maybe I'll think about doing more of it in the future. I'm really not sure. Yeah, like Greg said, collabs can be kind of weird. Sometimes I feel like the person doing the collab is focusing on who they are with more than the community/chat. That's honestly why I don't watch a lot of collab streams. Because I'm like, well, you know, if I wanted this type of content, I could watch a video. I could watch Game Grumps, or... Ah! You son of a bitch! No! Come back! Platform, I need you! Fuck! Ah! My first death, everybody. Yeah, Greg gets this clipping too! Pink sauce, are we talking about the meat? Wait, is pink sauce an actual... I don't know what y'all are talking about. I don't co-stream with anyone. Sometimes there are ways to collab without performing live, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, if I show up to somebody's stream and there's more than 2 people, like, I'm just straight out. Like, I will watch a collab with 2 people every now and then. Especially if it's like they're playing something that I know, or they're both being, like, really good about checking their chat. But no, if it's 3 or more, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not here to watch people, like, hang out with their buddies. That's not what Twitch is to me. I'm sure other people love it, but it's just not my thing. Ah! Y'all getting feisty down there. Yeah, so certainly better about clipping. Yeah, so I can have more, like, little content to put out.
Very fishy sussies.
Draw a fellow streamer that friend, then raid into them. Yeah, that's a really good one. So that's another point toward streaming earlier, is that when I'm done streaming, which is like 3 or 4 a.m., there's nobody on. I mean, there's some people sometimes, but for the most part, it's like dead. So it can be really hard to find somebody that I want to send my chat to. And I think that would be alleviated quite a bit if I was finishing at, you know, midnight. Because there's still a lot of people on at midnight. Midnight is not a, you know, not an end to Twitch kind of time. Yeah, just try it. Ah, it disappeared! Ah! Man, these water levels fucking get me. Oh no, yeah, I would watch Among Us. That's it. Completely different. I did get gobbled up. Yeah, streaming with a lot of friends online before and after. Yeah, I think it would help with me being rated as well, because there are people who certainly end around midnight, 11-ish. Maybe not a lot of people I currently know. But again, that's, you know, more speaking to how I think I could grow if I was doing things a little bit more orthodox. Like being more of a... Oh, I get it. That's so you can get this. You're not supposed to get the fire flower. Is this a thing? Yeah. Die. Yeah, get wrecked. I think he comes back. I'm just trying to get through this level. Ah! No! Alright, thank God.
I derailed the topic.
Wait, did you? I feel like you, actually set up the topic I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so I don't think I'm changing much, because I feel like I got my, you know, setup as far as like overlays and such, how I want it to be. And if you're new, this isn't it. This is not typically how my stream looks. This is not typically how I look. This is how I looked exactly 1 year ago. So it's just like a little throwback while I chat about stuff that's going on. Midnight East Coast is around 9 p.m. West Coast. That's true. Which is, you know, why I'm not really dead set on a time. It's not necessarily gonna be like 8 to 10, like everyone else does, because I still stay up late. I'm still a night owl. So my streams will likely be like 10 to 2, I think. You know, because I have noticed most of my audience drops off at 3, so it would make sense to be like, yeah, well... Oh, I hate this level. I hate this level so much I almost just don't want to play it. Just do something else. I'll go ahead and save the game here. Because I can do that with this flashcard. I don't want to play that level. Level sucks. Yeah, Blast from the Past, Emmy. Yeah, Josh remembers. We always derail it. That's the point. That's what chat's here for. Original Mario is so speedy. You can like really fucking move. Going further back in time? Yeah, I love this game. This is like the first video game I ever remember playing. And it was like freaking magical having something like this. Like a toy that you can just... never breaks. Usually leave around 3 a.m. Central. Yeah, so it'd be 2, right? So there you go. It's right around that time when I think everyone starts slowing down. What is everyone's first game? That's an excellent question. An excellent question to tackle while I go take a short break. Not long, because there's not a ton of stream time left. I'm not going all that late. Maybe probably another hour. I'll put my weather channel back on. There you go. And I'll read everybody's responses when I come back. Thanks for watching. Be right back. I'll just disappear. Boop. Giant text on the screen, yeah. I'm just real quick adding something. Did that work? Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot to come back.
But I'm back. Alright, let's see what everybody's favorite game was. Or not favorite, first game.
69 San Fran?
Nice.
I don't remember doing CPR on NES.
Apparently you weren't supposed to do that, but yes. I would definitely blow into the cartridges. It worked.
Yeah, it's the Weather Channel. Mine was climbing 60-foot trees.
So that ninja game, right? I do remember early mornings playing SimCity before my parents woke up. Wow, I sucked at that game. It's especially hard on Super Nintendo. Because you're like, you gotta control everything with a little controller, not the mouse.
Hello, Lava. I'm sorry if I missed you earlier. Welcome.
Spyro for PS1. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a pretty old one, too. Can't answer because I don't remember its name. Something on old TRS-80. Is that from 1980? Like, I think that's is it a UK-based computer? Maybe? I remember trying Mario 3 and getting bored of them because other games were better. What games are better than Mario 3? Atari Ping Pong. So it's like the original Pong, right? SNES Super Mario Duck Hunt was the second. Oh, you probably mean this game then, right? Duck Hunt, I think, was only on NES. Hope we get to see the old game commercials. No, I don't actually have all that old stuff set up. I literally just like I copied this, like the overlay from my old video, and then just like cut out the middle so I could post the stuff in there.
But I didn't keep it.
I should have. Super Mario RPG. Oh, I love that game. Super Mario RPG is so good. If I hadn't played it so many times, I would stream it, but I don't even know what I would
talk about now.
If I played it. Just be gushing over how cool it is, and that's about it. TMNT, yep. I like the arcade version of that. Ogre Battle, what? Yo, Ogre Battle. I can't believe anybody remembers that. You know what the only thing I knew about that game? Oh, I gotta turn the music down a little bit. It's slightly too high. Was, anytime... We had a place called Funko Land, which is basically what, you know, GameStop and EB Games kind of absorbed them later on. And they used to have this price sheet for all the games that they would buy. Of course, you know, back then it was only NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis, so there wasn't like... I guess they had Game Boy, too. But it's basically like this very densely packed sheet. And I remember Ogre Battle as always being the most expensive game on it that they would pay for. Like, this is the price sheet that they would give you money for it. And Ogre Battle was $80 that they would give you. To put that in perspective, they would give you 32 cents for the game that we're playing now, Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt. They would give you $12 for Link to the Past. And this is like 1990-something money. So, of course, $80 is like... It's like double that now, almost like 160 bucks. I don't know what Ogre Battle itself might be worth like a shit ton of money, but I always remember seeing that and being like, God damn it, I wish I had Ogre Battle so I could sell it. Fluffy put it so perfectly, it was like doing CPR. Wait, Fluffy? Fluffy is here? Or someone else Fluffy. Wait, Fluffy wouldn't remember that. We must be talking about somebody else. It was from the 70s. Yeah, sorry, I'm just now catching up on chat. TRS-80 by Tandy was released in 1977. Duck Hunt was also a standalone console. What? A randomizer of Mario RPG. How would that work, though? Would the story be, like, gone? Oh, Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian, he's nicknamed Fluffy. Oh. I had no idea. I had a long time... Well, I say long time, like, few years, actually. Viewer named Fluffy. It was actually, like, Josh, Fluffy, and Lisa were my... Basically my only 3 viewers for a long time. The only consistent ones. Good morning! Hello, Fox person! Interesting screen here. What game is this? This is the Weather Channel. Circa 1991. It's basically our just chatting screen for the time being. Also, I don't know if you knew this, Fox person. This is what, the stream and avatar looked like day 1. A year ago. Story would be their monster skills partners and items get shuffled. Oh. That is a cool idea. I did not know that. This is cool. Yeah. I mean, the avatar is a little different. The eyes are green. I didn't originally come with this outfit. And I did adjust the hair physics from the original when I changed the eyes and the outfit, because the original hair physics were very like stiff. Like even this one doesn't quite move like hair, but it's a lot more animated than the original was. Is this the weather from a year ago too? No, this is live weather. This is weather from today. This is weather from this minute. Yay! It's a thing called like WS 4000, which is like Weather System 4000. It basically emulates the old weather system that they used to use. And you can use lots of different themes for it too. So this is 1991 version. There's also like 92, 94 when they went through like slight changes. Some swishy hair now. I can't imagine the original model physics. Basically stiff, but then it would have like a slight... You'd like barely see it moving. And you'd be like, oh, I guess there is a little bit of hair movement, huh? Stay hydrated. Now ready for Emmy history lessons, yeah! It's actually kind of sad. I did so much work on this like overlay thing when I originally made it. Because there was a lot to it, like the posters would change. This screen had like curvature to it. At one point I was trying to, although I didn't want to emulate. But if I wasn't doing emulation, you could actually have the bezel react in real time to the lighting that's on the screen, like a real TV would. You know, so if you had like something bright down here on the edge, it would show up as a lighting effect on the edge of the bezel. Very cool, but I didn't end up doing that. I was gonna say it was sad because I only used it for like a week. Or maybe a little longer. Maybe it was like a whole month. But back then I had so I was so bad at streaming. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do at all. And I was very much trying to emulate, a streamer that I don't watch anymore, but I really like and respect. It was Film Cow, which y'all probably only know him from, like, Llamas with Hats and Charlie the Unicorn. But he is actually a pretty entertaining streamer. He has a very weird sense of humor, which I super enjoy. Reminds me of something I absolutely have to show you. The VR emulation unless you actually place cartridges and consoles? What? You mean like, kind of like one of those arcade ones? Where you build an arcade and then you can play arcade games in it? Yeah, just like the real TV. I mean, if I was okay with emulating, which I might have to. One day I might have to do that. Like, I have all these old consoles now, but they might have to, they might have to hit the old eBay. You know, everybody's got to work for a living. And since my work is not making me much money yet, might have to make do with selling some stuff. You know, not saying, oh, you can skate, Mario's skating. Whee! There's all kinds of cool little glitches. Yeah, I wasn't trying to, like, make anyone feel bad. Just basically just making conversation. People know eventually they may go, whee! That's if you make them jump out of a pipe or at the beginning of a level and you hold down the jump button, like, you can, like, skate around for a little bit. I don't know why that happens. Somebody could explain it, I'm sure. Buys all Emmy consoles. Yeah, you can buy all the consoles from me. I mean, I'd probably let people know. If I was putting them up on eBay, I'd be like, hey, if you want to buy it. This was in my house. Maybe you could find some of my hair and, like, clone me. In a way, you're emulating if you consider flashcards. It doesn't actually emulate them, though. Like, they're still... The only thing it's doing is, sending the code, artificially. But the actual... computing of the game and all that is still done on the original hardware. You can get ones, like, obviously if I was playing an NES game on Super Nintendo or Game Gear, yeah, more skating for no reason. Ah! It's like that for many first-time streamers. Yeah, the thing was that I had been streaming since, early 2019? Too easy. Yeah, my first stream was, like, September 2019. And I streamed a whole bunch of games with Nyx. And we did AI Somnium Files, we did Danganronpa 1 and 2. I did a bunch of games on my own. But it still never felt like... I never felt, like, really comfortable. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. And it felt like it didn't fit. Like, that wasn't being me. I was trying to be someone else, which is so ironic, isn't it? It's really ironic, because yesterday... Or not yesterday, like 2 or 3 days ago, I was on Reddit, and I'm not on Reddit anymore. I mean, very much. Thankfully. Anyway. And I read a thing that was like, what makes you click away from a Twitch streamer, like, immediately? Like, what's the first thing that you're like, no, I'm not watching this? And somebody was like, oh, VTubers. I can't watch them because they're all putting on a character. Like, you can't, like, how can you have a conversation like a real person if you're always pretending to be someone else? So, I find it very ironic that, me personally, and I'm sure this applies to a lot of VTubers. I am being myself. Like, this is more me being myself as a VTuber than I ever was as any other type of streamer or video creator. And maybe that's somewhat unique to me, I don't know.
Buying Emmy coin? What is happening? Rob's bank.
Yeah, don't buy Emmy coin. They're not gonna be worth anything. Thinking about that sort, I'd be willing to buy a console too from Emmy after you could just do me a favor and hold on to them. I would ship them to you. I mean, unless you don't want them yet. Like, Sleepy bought something from me. A capture card. Yeah, I mean, there's not there's not a lot of people I would give my address to, but I feel like Jinxie, you're certainly one of them. Emmy coin will get you one meat. Biggest mistake people make trying to be someone else. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with it. Like, a lot of the time I was me, but it wasn't consistent. Ah. Ah. Messed up the timing there. But now I am. Now I am way more... It's a matter of comfort, right? Because I didn't feel comfortable talking to people, but not having, like, a face. And I definitely did not want to do, like, face cam. Like, that is way not for me. Ah.
I want a Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendos are awesome. This is just a regular NES, though. I understand what Jinxie is saying. I do that too. Aw. Well, if I have to sell them at some point, I would definitely let people on stream know first. I did facecam once, had a bunch of trolls calling me names and shit. I never did facecam like live. I did it on like 2 episodes of Danganronpa, and I was like, yeah, no, I hate this. This is not for me. Boing!
Oh yeah, I remember when you did face cam.
Yeah. I don't like to think about it, but... Despite how uncomfortable you felt, those old videos, Danganronpa 1, 2, and Ultra Spell Girls plays were great. You and Nyx's vibe was fun. I really, really did enjoy the stuff that me and Nyx did together. I think the only problem with that is I didn't like doing it live. Like, I still was never comfortable with that. And that was kind of what I wanted to do. Oddly enough, I have gotten more comfortable with it. She's probably gonna kill me for this because I'm just willing to admit it now on stream. I think it is a control thing. I think or like a sharing thing, I'm not sure. Because when we were on stream, streaming together, I did kind of like, I don't know, I just liked it for some reason. And, you know, not because of her, but I think it was like I felt uncomfortable for the audience's sake, which sounds really stupid. I don't know of a good way to put it. But she's probably right about it, like, I wanted it to be my thing entirely, and it felt weird having someone else on. Maybe also why I don't do many collabs. I want an SNES and a Neo Geo. Well, good luck with the Neo Geo one. Those things are fucking expensive. And then, like, if you want a flash cart, I mean, the games are, like, ridiculous. But if you want to get a flash cart, those are also... I mean, that's the way I'd... If I was gonna play, that it would be that. I want to do this trick if I can. Never mind. Can't do it now.
Face cam, Emmy.
No. It happened, like, literally once. And not during Emmy times. It was way long ago. How many Super Nintendo do you have? 3. Yay! Oh, hello, Mimi! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Never cared for face cams or too many people with evil agendas. Yeah, I mean, I haven't I haven't had too many haters yet. I've had a couple. Ah, forget it. Just run. Just run through the whole stage. But mostly they're just like, you know, just little trolly things. That never really bothered me. I'm one of those people that name calling doesn't work on, because you're either saying something that I already know, or you're saying something that is untrue. So I'm just kind of like, well, either you're right, or you're wrong. I just kind of like, well, goodbye. Yeah. Separate channel. I don't think I did facecam on it. It was like an old... I was gonna just do retro games. Drop that really quick. Stream keeps us stopping. My Twitch's problem, not your stream. Oh! Whoa, look at that cool little, like, tropical island thing down there. What is that? You got, like, a little island next to your name. Flashcard is like 300 for a Neo Geo? Damn, mine was 500. Which is why I only had it for like a month, till I'm like, you know what? No. I can't justify keeping this one at all. But yeah, we did get a lot of YouTube bots. We got more bots than we did like extra viewers. Like new viewers. We got more bots than switching to Twitch Twitch was definitely the way to go. We did not get much growth. Oh, you can do the little dance. Hello, Inferno! Emmy, the thing is, you're an amazing person. I love you in a friendly way, and I hope you have an amazing day tomorrow. Yay! I'm sure I will. It's gonna be a lot of driving, a lot of sitting in a line, and then it will be a lot of sipping booze by the pool. Yeah, we treat them like extra chat members. You'd be like, "Oh, hello! Oh, thank you for letting me know where I can buy YouTube subscribers." I'm not gonna do that, but I appreciate the advice. Just use teleport. You're here for a good Timmy. Oh, TwitchCon San Diego? Oh. Do you have to actually go to it? Like, how's that work? Do you meet Twitch viewers? Hello, Noble! I'm just fucking around while I read chat. Oh, yeah, see some of that old school NES slowdown there. Am I winning? I just fell into a pit and died, so you tell me. The answer is yes, mostly. Oh, just cleared it. Ah! I'm so sure I was dead there. Whee! Whoo! Yeah, Neo SD Pro AES. $685. Yeah, there. The floor just nibbled on your crotch so you jump over it. Have a good stream, heading bed. Thank you for coming, Noble. Goodbye. Have a good night. Oh, do you have one now? Ah! Shit. I forgot how to do this one. You just gotta, like, go. See if I can do it. Yeah! No! Oh well. I did run that first gauntlet pretty well though, didn't I? You gotta slow down there. Boing boing. Ah! Somehow meet you traveling, I'm just gonna look at you and hey, say hey and hug you and hang for a day. That's cool. That is a very small chance, but sure, I would say hello to you and hang out for the day. Ah, oh well, it's fine. Oh, hello, Jay. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad I didn't miss you. Oh, that's good. What's good for, like, the last game? Something simple. The Legend of Kage. Donkey Kong? That game sucks. I heard EB Shrine, and this has my full attention. Yep, just ask Al about it. Al definitely has that. I could have told you that they had that. You know what I haven't played in a while? I do love Bubble Bobble. Oh, I suck at Mega Man. Mega Man is so stressful for me. I'm so bad at it. Key. Oh yeah, Bubble Bobble is so good. I beat it live on stream. Like, a long while ago. Arcade? Oh yeah, it was an arcade game, wasn't it? To Funhouse. Does anybody else like this game? I know it has a reputation for sucking, thanks to Game Grumps. I am under attack by a chair. And I don't know if the game is good or not, but I had it as a kid, and I kinda loved it. I don't like Mickey. I'm not a fan of Mickey, like, at all, honestly. But for some reason, this game was, like, kinda magical. It was very different from any other games I had. This game is quite hard. It can be. It's one of those games that once you get, like, the how to do everything, then it's kind of like, it's just executing stuff that you already know. Yeah, we beat it. We beat this on stream too. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working, Iliath. This is a new computer. Well, somewhat new. It has like new motherboard,
Yay!
new CPU, and new RAM. And a completely reset drive, because I was having a lot of weird issues with my last one. But yeah, I had to reinstall everything. And Tits is like the one thing out of everything that was just like, no, I'm not gonna work properly. You're gonna have to do a lot of extra work to get me to...
Yay!
Yay, a drum!
Yay!
Reinstall, I can easily transfer all that stuff? Yeah. I mean, I did most of it. Even like OBS was literally just like, copy, paste, and then OBS is like, yo, where are all your files at? And then you just go, here are my files at. And they're like, ah, thank you. Okay. You're all good. Yeah, it was able to copy over, everything except the models. So it didn't copy any of the PNGs or the... Ow! No, die! You stupid cat. It didn't copy any of the PNGs or the models, but it copied all the sound effects and all the redeem, like, settings. I actually redid the regedit. I deleted it and had it redo it. Maybe that was the problem, though. Maybe it was deleting it kind of fucked it up. Because I had to redo the regedit before. It didn't... it just, like, stopped working entirely. Oh, you guys suck. Yeah, it can only hit the top. That might be a dude to steal Mini, so I'm not gonna bother. I gotta go and get my second attack thing. We shoot little stars, and Mini can also shoot stars. Why do you say yeah when you get hit with the heart? Just wondering, 'cause it's people showing me love. And I like that. So it's like a way of saying thank you, or I appreciate it. There we go, there's Minis. Now we have double firepower. At least everything that causes corruption is gone. Yep, that's exactly what happened too. Ah man, it was really hard to find the solution to that too. 'Cause it just stopped working. But it worked for my 2D model. So I was like, well, obviously it works. Like it works somewhat. Ow! God damn it.
Firepower!
Always gotta play around with tits before getting what you want out of it. This is absolutely true. Oh, hello, Murasora! I'm sorry if I missed you. Welcome. I swear they named it that way on purpose. Oh, of course they did. I do like the mouse, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. The only thing I've fixed so far was the heart redeem, which of course doesn't even throw the right hearts anymore. It just throws the built-in hearts. Because I did that right before I started the stream. Pretty much for me, you know, as love you because you're my bestie and I wouldn't be around if it was for you. It probably would have been the waters and rocks under a bridge. No, don't say that. I appreciate you being here, but I'm sure you would be okay without me. Yeah, Isabella's gone for now too. I mean, it'll all come back. I just have to reset everything. Okay, so here's one of this cool tricks you can do. So I could go up there and fight her, right? I could go and fight that dastardly witch who was shooting the little beams at me. Or... And no more meat. Yep, they'll be back too. Or I could make Minnie do it. Because Minnie is invincible. But because I got that star thing, I can trick her to going up there. Oh, that's me. Crap, that's not Minnie. There. And now I just turn around. And have Invincible Minnie go up there. And shoot her till she's dead. There we go. Thank you, Minnie. Clever girl. I did that by accident the first time, and I was like, holy shit! I don't have to go up there and get myself killed. There always be meat, however, sometimes it's hard to notice the meat. Oh, it's there. And I have to go all the way back. You know, I will give them this. It's, there's a lot of weird, not great stuff about this game. And Minnie obviously follows you everywhere, and you can't actually move on without her. But they did put in the ability that all you have to do is push down or up to, like, gather Minnie. If she's, like, way far away from you or something. Eat orange. Yep, that'll come back, too. Team. Team, yeah. Ah, crap. It's the opposite of meat. His super has been following for so long. Oh yeah, that works. Brit. I'll thank you for the follow, Mura. Please let me know if that's how you'd like to be called. Welcome. Ow. I will read that, but right now, our timer. Guess what that's for? That's for officially the first time ever when Emmy was on stream. Was at 12:12 a.m. August 5th, 2021. So in 10 seconds would be exactly a year from when I first appeared. Looking kind of like this. Whee! Countdown is done! Officially 1 year now. Hype, 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 yeah! Woohoo! Happy stream anniversary! Thank you! It is official now! Officially 1 year! As a VTuber. Although oddly enough, not officially 1 year as Emmy. I didn't have a name yet. I didn't have my name until I think like the next day. Close enough. That was still me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm 1 year old now. Look at those two little party poppers and stuff. And that was part of the reason that I was streaming tonight too. I'm like, I don't want to miss out the actual anniversary. Man, it's been quite a year. So much different than I would have imagined. My life has been pretty similar for a long time. Where's the barbecue? Meat! Yay! Look at all these emotes! So many good ones, and a couple bad ones? Thank you guys for all the love! I love you too! Happy anniversary! Yay! Thank you everybody for being here. Whether you're brand new or you've been here for the whole time. Look, we made it! To the exit! Obviously I could keep going forever on this. Not literally, but... But I think it's time to start winding down the stream, because I gotta get ready to go to bed. For my, to the ocean! For some sea meat. There's a lot of sea meat, actually. Oh yeah, no, the old music is great.
Oh, thank you, Jinxie.
You guys are amazing. I'm definitely here for you as much as you're here for me. Oh yeah, what was, that's what Inferno said. Oh, you guys have helped me through so much. You quit drinking and smoking and kind of anything bad for me. And your mental health's been really high? Oh, that's amazing. I'm so glad we were able to help you.
Yay.
No, you have no idea how good that makes me feel. I mean, because I want that for other people as much as I wanted it for myself, right? I wanted to get better, to feel better about who I am and doing what makes me happy. And this has definitely allowed that to happen.
The poor Gantz. Wait, what?
You and your crew made my very first Among Us gaming session a blast. I'm gonna remember that forever, especially the fact that I died first and I'm not an imposter. Oh yeah, that poor Gantz. Yeah, it was my pretty much first time too. Certainly first time playing with anybody I knew. Awesome chat is awesome. Oh, thanks everybody so much for coming out for my my non-hype actual anniversary stream. where I dressed up as me from a year ago. And played some of my old favorite games.
Thank you, Ichi.
I feel like everybody does. It's still 92 degrees in Philadelphia? Oh, forecast for Friday. I was like, holy shit, how is it still that warm? No problem, see you in the other year.
Yeah, goodbye, Elliot.
It was fun. Yeah, lots of chill conversation and such. And yep, so I'll be back. Well, we arrive back on the... Jeez, I don't even know. I think we get off the boat at... on the... Oh, jeez, what is it? 7... 8, 9... The 15th? Yeah. No, 14th. I think. Yeah, 14th is our final day on the boat. And then I'll probably take a day, at least, I think, a day. I might do some planning stuff on the boat, like make schedules and all that, so it's possible that I could be back, like, the next day. Like Monday or Tuesday. Not sure. I mean, I'll let everybody know. We'll figure it out. Turns out the best cosplay was the Emmy we hold in our hearts.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, does everybody like OG? OG Emmy?
Before I make a weather outfit,
Yeah, I'd be like a weather presenter, whatever they're called.
they only have lightning bolts.
That'd be cool. I could like shoot lightning out of my hand. Have a good vacation to say hello and bye for me to Nyx. I will, Super. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Jinxie and Jay. Shocking. It would be. Yeah, we will. We'll try not to fall into the ocean. Hasn't been a problem yet. Alright, so yeah. So back 15th-ish. I'll let everybody know when I'm streaming. And then, you know, go from there. New things, new schedule probably, but it'll be mostly the same. I don't think I'm gonna change much, to be honest. Alright. I'm gonna get to bed. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you later. I love you all. Oh. We should raid somebody. Duh. Can't believe I almost forgot. I think that's because it doesn't feel like a stream. It feels like I'm just hanging out. Oh yeah, we will. We stay really hydrated on our cruise because we drink a lot. So we're like, well, we gotta drink. Also water. Eat your meat. We're gonna have a lot of sushi. That counts, right? Alright, let's see who we got online. As always, you do not have to stick around to watch who we raid, but I would appreciate if you stuck around for the raid itself. It makes me feel good. It makes the people who raid feel good, I'm sure. And hopefully it makes you feel good too. To know that you're helping support somebody that I'd like to support as well. What do we got? Let's check. Someone's playing LSD Dream Simulator? What? That game is crazy.
You following what's happening in Thailand?
It's flooded. 5 out die. 5 out die.
I'm not sure if I really know them.
Strong cannons.
Can we go out now?
You think we're gonna get those kids out?
That's crazy.
Does anyone have a recommendation?
It's unethical. It's illegal. It's illegal. Their only chance.
Sweet dreams, Emmy, don't die. Have fun on vacation. You earned this one. Thank you so much.
Ship.
It has
How
been
bad
a
is it?
while.
Because
we took like an actual vacation.
Thing. That thing got chomped.
We tried.
They're so cute.
There's gonna have to be
Cats are
repairs
raised.
Carnivores after all.
done
That's
on the
Yeah, there is
outside,
fairy.
no matter
That's
what.
right. I think cats actually need
That's
more
gonna
protein
take a
than
while.
I
dogs,
don't think
to be
we've
honest.
rated.
I
imagine that there
dogs
probably
will-
is
Did
some
we?
heat resistance
We
to
rated
the
fairies
dogs
for,
like
eat
for
out of the litter
space
box
exploration
sometimes. I
and
think the
stuff.
reason
I'm
for that
sure
is
that
cats
stuff's
need
made
more protein in their
with
diet
Yeah,
than
for our
dogs.
anniversary,
So
right?
resistance
higher
in
For one of
mind.
them.
Also,
fat content,
Faye,
whatever.
as a fire
So
brand,
dogs
do
are
you
like, "Ooh,
have
that smells
any
good."
sort of
So,
heat
you know, this
resistance?
is why
I feel
dogs are
like Faye
lazy,
might
but-
tolerate the
better.
heat a bit more.
You didn't hear it from me, but you did hear it
I
from
feel like
me.
Faye tolerates
The
heat.
Our chunky
only
little,
other-
they are very
don't
cute.
really have
Still
anything
human,
else.
but more than a human
second
should.
only to Homestuck cosplayers.
Anyway.
Scrounge.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
playing
at least
Monster
Deadpool
Hunter.
I think
cosplayers
first and
don't have to
foremost,
steal their
these
body
two-
paint.
What,
Need
she's
to
playing
see
it
if
with
there's-
Aza?
Please
That's
let-
right.
yeah,
Anywhere on
exactly.
the planet.
Oh, yeah, Aza's there. Oh,
Anywhere on this
Harley
planet,
Quinn.
it's like, can we
Can
get the ship there? And that can be
Oh, heck.
The fuck is going on?
I'm
Not
gonna tear.
when
I'm gonna tear this
Gonna raid.
down.
So many voices.
I'm
Hey, can you guys hear something else?
Video.
Oh wait,
Ooh,
why
we
is
get her now. Come here.
What is this porn? Hearing a bunch of other people. Yeah, sorry. Apparently when I reset everything, apparently desktop audio was on its own source. So I was checking like people. I had a bunch of them. Wait, you can't hear me? You can't hear me now? That's absolutely fairy. Yeah, it was. It does that. If you don't, the desktop audio was its own source, so I couldn't hear it because I'm listening through the mixer, and on my mixer I have desktop audio turned all the way down. But OBS is like, no, you have that. You have desktop audio on. Yeah, so I opened like 3 people's streams. So you could probably hear them, even though I couldn't hear them. I was just looking to see who they were.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Alright. Anyway. Raid. Oh, and I finally got a new keyboard. Wireless keyboard. It's amazing. I love this thing. Raid Ferihime.
The funny way to go out.
Yeah. With like a jillion voices playing. It's funny because I'll have to watch the VOD to even know how it was. Like, it was probably really loud. Because the desktop audio was like maxed. And a raid message is, of course, made with love. And if you want to put different emotes or whatever, you can do that. And if you're new, non-subbed, you can use these little hearts instead. Yeah, something like that. Made with meat. Technically. Alright. It's been an awesome year, everybody. I'm gonna go jump on a boat now. Made with love for a whole year. Yep. Well, no.
We weren't made before. Anyway.
Stream ending. Gotta go. Love you all.
Have a good night. Have a good week. Bye.
I'm just gonna disappear.